Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another fantastic episode of Let's Play Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. Today we are going to cover everything that is to do with the SSN here. All battles and everything like that will all be covered in this episode, so this is pretty exciting. It's been a while since I've ventured onto the old SSN. It's been a long time. Take a look at that massive boat there. That's a pretty cool one. This is a cruise ship, of course. And to be honest, I'll get into it in a minute. Here we have a conversation with YouTube, and of course we see Blue strolling on out. At first I thought they were just going to completely ignore the fact that it was Blue, but Blue comes over and talks to us. And he's like, not hardly. He got invited to the executive party. And he's like, here, I'll give you this. I'm like, okay. I don't know what that does. He's like, you know Team Rocket, right? And I'm like, yeah, they're the bad guys, man. He's like, yep, there's all kind of rumors going around, things that they're setting up. But he's like, they're a dangerous group. But you two better stay out of their path. I'll handle it. Okay, Blue. But yeah, returning to my previous thought there, because there's really not much more here. It seems like there is a lot less trainers in this version of the SSN as compared to other versions of the SSN. And I go through and I talk to everybody here. Like, every single person that you can interact with, I interact with them. Or at least try to. I go back in here, I want to see if there's anything in the trash can, but it won't even let me select it, so I don't think I'm going to be looking through all the trash cans in this episode. I used to do that back when I did the Let's Play of Pokemon Yellow. I believe I went through and I did that because there were some secrets hidden in the trash cans, but I don't think there is here, so I'm not really going to worry about that too much, folks. But I hope you're all out there having yourselves a snazzy week. Like I said, this is pretty much all we're doing for the whole episode, is going through all the battles in here. We get some cool level ups and things like that, of course. She's sending out Pidgey. I'm gonna send out Taiga. Let's go, Taiga. Man, look at him. He's a big boy. Big boy. But I'm just gonna go with Headbutt. I'm just kind of curious to see, like, what amount of damage Taiga does. Like, his stats should be pretty good. I feel like he should one-hit here. He doesn't, which is kind of alarming. That, and, I mean, the only move he knows right now that's really all that good is Ember. Like, that's the only type move that he knows, which is really alarming. I know he's at such a low level that he won't learn Flamethrower, and there we could see Dig didn't do anything. I'm just kind of trying out Taiga, to be honest. But, yeah, I think we might be able... If anybody knows where the TM is for Flamethrower, drop that in the comments down below, because that would be greatly appreciated. I'm sure it's somewhere in the game, so that would be great if we could get him Flamethrower. But she's going to switch to Pikachu. I'm going to switch Pokemon. I'm going to actually switch into... Who? Do I want to do Foreskin or do I want to do Ratman? I think I'm going to do Foreskin. Switching into my Foreskin, folks. A quick switch, you know? But, yeah, I really want to level up Foreskin and Ratman throughout this journey. Because I think they're going to be, like, the main players moving into the gym. Well, I mean, Taiga knows Dig too. But I think against the electric typing, we're really going to want to utilize Foreskin and Ratman. But Taiga's a good backup. He has solid stats. We can see we almost one-hit him there. And I'm pretty sure he's going to go for Quick Attack and kill us. But a man can try. Or maybe I'll do the smart thing and switch into Ratman. I don't know, Gun Show hasn't been getting a whole lot of love the last couple episodes. Maybe Gun Show will make a really big appearance in the next episode. I highly doubt it, but you never know. It would be pretty cool. He was just going with Double Team there, so we could have went with Dig on Foreskin. I'm kind of glad that we didn't, but I think... Do we have a Quick Attack here? Yeah, let's just use Quick Attack, maybe? I decide not to, for whatever reason. That would have been the smart move, just to use Quick Attack and get it over with. But I think I replaced Quick Attack in this episode as well, so... Kind of glad we didn't use it. Otherwise, I would say, oh, well, how useful is it? And then prime 5 minutes into the episode, you see me utilize it. So, good thing I didn't say that. But there we go, we beat her. I'm assuming this lady back here... Oh, no, a little boy. I missed the little boy. Didn't even see him. Blended right in with the background. That'll get you every now and then. It'll get you. Here comes a Mankey. I believe flying type moves are super effective against the fighting type, if I'm correct. But I think we should just go with, let's see how much Ember does with our special boost. It does like next to nothing. That's not good. That's kind of what I was expecting, to be honest. I mean, he is a low level, but still at the same point in time, that's his special type move. He should be really knocking that one out of the ballpark. That's why I said, it's why it's sort of disappointing that you get him instead of getting a Growlithe in this game, because it would be a lot better to get a Growlithe and level him up and have that option. But version exclusive, folks. If we had Let's Go Pikachu, we could catch a Growlithe. I believe it's much later in the game, though. It might be where we get Vulpix. I might be wrong in that. I don't know. If there's a fact checker out there, fact check me on that. Make sure that I'm saying the right mumbo jumbo here. How about you, sir? Oh, he's with the International Police. He doesn't have a team. Okay. But like I said, yeah, it just feels like there's less overall, like, people. Like, it felt like everybody wanted to fight when I walked through this last time. Now it feels like there's, like, a select group of people who want to fight, and I'm walking into a wall here. Because, of course, I am. And people always say there's a healing room in here. I don't think there is until Fire Red, but here is a healing room, which is very nice, so we can heal without leaving the ship. Now, the ship doesn't leave until we learn Cut, so we can cut down trees and things of that nature, but regardless, it's good to have the option aboard and, like, readily available, in case our team gets, like, seriously injured in one of these fights. Here's a man staring out the window. He's mad that I barged in, so he's going to make me battle him. Of course, I understand. Oh, he's going to send out Growlithe. And here's where my first pain point comes in. We don't have anything great to deal with the fire typing as of right now. Now, Dig on Taiga is going to work pretty well. But outside of that, we really don't have, like... We don't have a solid water type Pokemon, is what I'm trying to say. Which can really hurt us because we're not going to have a solid water type Pokemon until very late in the game. Which is going to stink. But we'll get through it. I don't know if there's, like, very many gyms. Yeah, the last gym, or the gym before the last gym, I should say, is a fire type. So we'll need it for that, but we won't really need it elsewhere. I don't think water's really, like, a type that we necessarily need, but we do need good coverage over the water typing, so yeah, that's my thoughts on that. Really didn't go as far as I thought I was going to go, but then I really started thinking about it, and it's like, well, the fire type isn't really, like, a serious opponent in this game. Like, there's very few to choose from. The list gets even narrower if you make a list of those that are good, but I don't know. Yeah, we probably won't need it. Maybe I'll put that. Maybe that'll be my question. What's your favorite fire type Pokemon? That'll be the question of this video. So if you have an answer for that, hey, drop it down in the comments below. I'll also put it in, like, the description of the video and whatnot, so that way we can look at all those fun responses that might come out of there. Let's try to go this way first before we go up, because I believe up leads to, like, the upper decks. Oh, here leads to the kitchen, and I don't think anybody wants to fight in the kitchen. Like, not a single person. I try to fight everybody, but nobody wants to fight, and this is, like, I distinctly remember at least, like, 4 or 5 battles in the kitchen from the previous games. This guy's talking about Snorlax. That's great. We'll be catching one of them, I'm sure. I will not miss my opportunity to catch Snorlax, because I almost always lose my opportunity to catch Snorlax. Is there an item? Yeah. What's this item? It's a Super Repel. That's nice. We won't really be needing that a lot, but... Okay, there we go. And if this guy doesn't want to fight, yeah, we'll just leave. So yeah, there's definitely battles in there in the original version. Like, I 100% remember that. I have, like, a distinct memory of it. But I think this leads to, like, the actual end of the SS Anne, so we don't want to go here first. There is other stuff to do. Yeah, let's go up first, because this way leads to the captain. We want to get all the experience we can get while we're here. Like I said, I know, you know, earlier in the week, on Tuesday there, we sort of had a grindy episode, but this is grindy with, like, some story elements to it, right? The SS Anne is, I guess it's required, but it could be simplified. Look at that, Gunshow's all excited. Gunshow wants to see what's ahead on the ship. I know what Gunshow wants to do. He wants to have a moment. He wants to have, you know, his Titanic moment here. Let's go give it to Gunshow. Come on, Gunshow. Maybe we'll battle these guys first. This guy doesn't want to battle? Do you want to battle, sir? Okay, thank God. Somebody wants to battle. Come on. We need to get some experience here. We're about to go up against a gym. And all these guys are holding back. And that really is going to be the hard part. Like, to grind, we have to go and catch Pokemon, which in one way sounds easier than battling, but in another way, right, like if we had to grind in the past, it didn't require money. Now it does. So that's gonna stink. Like, to be 100% honest, like, our real form of grinding is gonna come from catching Pokemon. We have to purchase Pokeballs, so money is gonna become a big problem in the late game, I'm guessing. I have a gut feeling that it's gonna go that way. And that's never a good feeling to have, because that means, like, if Flamethrower is locked behind, like, us gambling or something like that, I'm gonna have to sit here for hours and gamble. Machop is coming out. Let's switch. This will be our first show of Spoons. Here comes Spoons. And Spoons should one-hit with a Psybeam. I know Psybeam's a really low-level psychic move, but honestly, for a lot of the Pokemon in this generation, Spoons with Psybeam is gonna be enough. Like, Spoons is a really bulky attacker. Now, it can't really do much in the form of defense. It tends to get clobbered. But yeah, you can see there, Spoons just, when he lays it up, man, he lays it up. I'm really excited to have him on the team. I wish I could have had an Alakazam, man. That's, like I said, I had one friend who I knew had the game and played it. And I reached out to him. I was like, hey, man, is there any chance you could, you know, help me out here? And he was like, nah, I sold it. And I was just like, ah, defeated. Defeated, folks. But here we go. This guy's sending out a Poliwag, so Ratman should be able to handle this. Let's go, Ratman. We got the dog with us today, of course. Of course, we always have the dog with us. But here we go. Let's use Thundershock. My narrations are probably pretty on point today. I've only had 1 or 2 soda pops here. Let's use Thundershock again. Knock the Poliwag out. I said, it just thinks that there's, like, not as many battles. Like, I feel like we're going to have to start next episode with battling the trainers that I know, like, lay right by Diglett's cave there that we visited in the last episode. Foreskin's cave. Let me correct myself there. But I know there's some trainers over there, so we'll have the opportunity to battle them, but outside of that, we really don't have a lot of room for, like, getting a ton of experience for our team. But we're just, me and Gunshow are just gazing out at the world. Gunshow's real happy. Whatever. I wanted to go back here and see if I could get, like, a cool picture of us looking out at the world for the thumbnail. I ended up getting a pretty good thumbnail photo, I'm pretty sure, of the SS Anne leaving, but I was going to try and get one there, if it means anything to anybody. But there we go, that guy couldn't battle. So we're going back downstairs, making our way downtown. Scootily boop boop bop. Here we go. And let's go all the way down, let's heal, and then let's go into the basement. I'm sure there are a few battles down there that we can handle. And then we'll be going back up that way and heading to the right, where there'll be a couple battles, and then we'll also be able to pick up a new technique that will allow us to cut down bushes, which should be helpful. Oh, I look like her little brother. That's cool, ma'am. But yeah, even though Taiga is like its full evolution, I mean, because we traded it, obviously, it is the lowest level Pokemon on our team, which is like really surprising. Like, it's a great Pokemon. Like, we really need to fully utilize it, but I think he levels up pretty slow. So we're going to struggle there. That's sort of why he's getting a lot of the show, but at the same point in time, like, Foreskin and Ratman need some of the experience, and there's Machoke. I really hate Machoke, if I'm going to be 100% honest. I don't like anything about him. I don't know, I just don't like him as a Pokemon. He's not my favorite. And I honestly should have expected this guy wanted to fight, because I could have switched Ratman in real quick, and Ratman could have got the EXP that he honestly needs at this point in time, but I guess I just had a lapse of judgment there. And he's going to send out Slowpoke, which is good news for us, just because Slowpoke will definitely move second, so it's not really all that big of a deal if we want to give him a headbutt and then switch him out. Plus, it's sort of like the actual hits that Ratman will take will be lessened there. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Nah, I don't know what I'm talking about, folks. Don't listen to this guy over here. He has no clue what's going on. There we go. Let's send out Ratman. It's going to use Growl. Good for him. Let's go. Let's get him with that. Okay, it looks like he could take one more hit and that's it. Like, he's going to be done here next turn, and he just continuously uses Growl. He's not trying any sort of fancy tactics, so that's fine with me. We'll just wipe him off the planet here. Nice and easy. Lemon squeezy, I guess. Ratman leveled up. Good job, Ratman. Like I said, I think Ratman and Foreskin are going to be big movers in the next episode. And there is those other battles, like I mentioned, so we will have the opportunity to level everybody up a little bit. Not a ton, but a little bit. At the end of the day, that all adds up. This guy looks like an electrician of sorts, so Foreskin is probably the right move with him. Yeah, let's get Foreskin in there, because Foreskin is actually our lowest Pokemon, but Taiga is number 2. But I expect it with Foreskin, we just caught him. You know, Taiga was traded to us, and it's a fully evolved Pokemon. It should be doing a little bit better than what it's doing right now. But here we go. He's an engineer, not an electrician. My mistake. Now, Dig should knock this guy right out. I think Foreskin has pretty good speed. I think he'll be able to dig before this guy gets to attack. Yeah. Nice job. And that's really why we want Foreskin to be a high level, like going into the gym, is because we want him to outspeed all the Pokemon that the electric type gym leader throws our way, because then we'll just be able to slam on right through. But I don't think that's going to end up being the case. I don't think Foreskin's going to get a ton of action. Jesus. Just that wordplay with Foreskin, it's great. But we know we'll outspeed here again, and we're likely going to one-hit, so I have no concerns with this battle. I think we're doing relatively well, and we're going to finish on a high note. So, always good to see it, folks. Always good to see it. Man, this episode is particularly long for what it is. Like, 37 minutes is a good chunk of change for an episode like this, you know? It doesn't hit you until you're sitting here doing the voice recordings, and you're like, oh, man. And I don't know if you saw it there, but Eevee's tail started to go, like, really crazy when we approached that Pokeball, which is always a nice attention to detail. So, like, even if the item isn't hidden, Eevee will lose its mind when it sees a Pokeball that it's able to pick up. And let's get Foreskin out of there and put Ratman back in position 1. Foreskin is not going to do well against a Water-type trainer. And luckily we have good coverage with our Electric-type Ratman. It was a good move picking him up. You know, he's pretty solid against all these Pokemon. But you see, here's one example. Like, I always think Executor is a really good replacement, but This is one example where it would fall through, because Psyduck has the ability to use Psychic, being as it's partially Psychic typing, I'm pretty sure. So that would stink, because then our plans would be foiled and we would have nothing that we could really do. I mean, we could sort of grunt our way through it with Gun Show and Team, of course, but it's always nice to have something that has like super effective damage against what you're going against. Poliwag's coming out. Let's leave Ratman in there. Ratman can handle this. I've seen Ratman handle similar foe, in fact, in this episode. Let's see what that buff stack gets us. Not much since our last level up. We really don't get a whole ton out of that. But you see, that's what scares me about Ratman, is like even a move like Pound, which is a very primitive move, is still doing a good chunk of damage. Like his stats just aren't there to back him yet. Now, when we're able to purchase a Thunderstone, that might not be as big of a problem, because we'll be able to evolve our Ratman there, but still, it's kind of scary that like a simple move like Pound can do that much damage to us. That's kind of alarming, I'm not gonna lie, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, folks. Like I said, you know, a lot of the team is going to be moving back and forth. And this guy, if this guy doesn't have a Magikarp, I mean, come on. Please have a Magikarp, good sir, please. You look like the prime candidate to have a Magikarp. You have a Goldeen. Darn it, good sir. I really wanted to see a Magikarp out here. Just flopping around on the ground, not standing a chance. Let's see, will Thundershock do more damage against you? It will not. And the dog is looking for a belly pet. A belly pet is required. Giving a quick belly pet. And my computer wants to be funky. It's telling me some updates are required. I'm going to say remind me later and return to the belly pet as I continue to do this voiceover. Spoons grew to level 19 and Spoons wants to learn Nightshade. That is terrific because I think Nightshade is a ghost type move, which is going to give us a lot of coverage. And it inflicts damage equal to the user's level. Perfect. That is excellent. Let's get rid of Teleport. I think we can learn Shadow Ball a little bit later, which is going to be even better. But Nightshade is a good starting point, so that gives us good coverage over other Psychic types, which is important. Because that tends to be where I really struggle the most, is just having good coverage over the Psychic typing. Now, I know Normal type, Normal type, just hard-hitting moves tend to do like a good chunk of damage. Like if you have Body Slam, you can really just kill most Psychic types. And our good old pal Gun Show is going to do an excellent job there. But it's always good to double down and have two Pokemon that can deal with a specific type of enemy. Especially an enemy like the Psychic typing, which is so dominant in this region. Like, we're going to run into a lot of Psychic types as the people get better on this game, so always good to have good coverage over the Psychic typing, especially with Sabrina, man. Sabrina could be a pain when we get to her. Just a brutal opponent. But here we go. Let's make our way up to the final level of the ship. Like I said, there's really not a whole lot more like going on here. There's going to be a couple doors we have to go through, and then a final battle, and then we'll get to talk to the master of the ship, I guess. I don't, the captain, is that what you call the person who's in charge of a ship? A captain? I think so. That sounds about right. I don't know. You, sir, do you have a Magikarp? Check what I fished up. This looks promising. Magikarp, Magikarp. Come on, Dale. Show me what you got. He's got a Magikarp. Yeah! That's what we like to see. We'll send out Ratman. Let's see what Magikarp can do. Nothing is the answer. Magikarp cannot do anything. It is probably going to die. Yep, it died. Sorry, Magikarp. And we don't get a ton of EXP from killing Magikarp, so it's not like we're going to do that consistently. Foreskin wants to learn Fury Swipes. Well, of course, good sir. Pretty sure, yeah, Scratch is just a less effective version of Fury Swipes in my opinion, so Fury Swipes it is. Good job, Foreskin. My Foreskin now gives Fury Swipes. What do you have to say about that? That's an achievement. I should have got like the Xbox achievement on that one. I guess this isn't an Xbox, but still. How about you, sir? Do you have Pokemon? Okay, he's talking about Chop Down, which is going to replace Cut, I'm guessing, in this game. Because this game really doesn't want to have you fill up your item slot with TMs or HMs, like Surf and whatnot. So, I mean, if that is the case, I'm going to be really happy about that, because I really don't want to fill the item slot for some of my Pokemon with like Surf, Cut, Fly, and I don't want to have a flying type Pokemon up until the end. But here we go. This is where I said, like, this is where we could get in trouble, right? Ponyta is a fire type Pokemon. How do we deal with it? Now, the answer here is we have Dig on a lot of our Pokemon, but we're not going to have Dig on a lot of our Pokemon moving forward, because we're going to want to focus on, like, their typing. So, it can become a problem. It doesn't at this low of a level, because Dig is such, like, a good move, and a lot of Pokemon can learn it, but in the future, it can become a serious problem. Let's give him the second Dig. Oh, he decided to heal up this rat bastard. There we go. What was that? Oh, I went for a quick attack. I was going to say, what was that nonsense? Let's go for a quick attack again and then hit with Dig, because that should be a KO setup there. Sorry, the dog's really looking for attention today. She's really looking for attention. And unfortunately, I won't be home tomorrow, so want to give her the attention. And Ratman fainted. That's just great. Let's send out Foreskin. Let's get that Dig in there. Dig, Foreskin, dig. If you made it this far in the episode, comment that down below. Dig, Foreskin, dig. That's a great comment. It's just as good as RIP Foreskin. I don't know. That one, because it was unexpected, is probably better. But there we go. We get a Dig in. Very nice. Ponyta is out. Yeah, I guess the Ponyta Rapidash line is a good line. I don't know, like, all the fire types in this generation are, like, kinda good, but also not really, you know? There's a little cut there. I went and I took a 5-10 minute break. But here we go. He sent out Sandshrew. Now, this is where this becomes a problem. I do not have good coverage here at all across the team. Like, nobody. Ratman is probably the worst. But I don't have good coverage anywhere for this guy. Like, Taiga, just because he has boosted stats, is probably going to be our best bet with Headbutt. Birdman's not going to be able to do much. Spoons. Let's give him a go, I guess. I don't know. Spoons can usually handle pretty much anything. So maybe Spoons will be able to handle it. It's going to use Furry Swipes. It's not going to do a whole ton. More than like a standard tackle, but not much more than that. Let's see what Psybeam does against Sandshrew. Come through for me, Spoons. You did. Of course, Spoons came through for me. Spoons is... yeah. That's a good show there of why we keep Spoons on the team at all times. Such a dominant Pokemon. Like, it is just a killer for when we run into something that we can't really deal with. Absolutely love having him on the team. Look at Eevee's tail going. It was going there. And I found a nugget, so that's nice. We could sell that for a pretty high dollar amount in this game. I've been selling them periodically as I pick them up, like, off camera. And I think that'll be, like, the trend up until... oh, there's a Go Park. I'm guessing that took place over the old Safari Zone, which is good to know. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. And any trainers in here? No, just talking about how the captain feels sick. That's alright. Now let's go to our bag. Let's heal up Spoons. So I believe I know what is coming up next. If memory serves me correctly, from all my years of playing through Kanto I know what is coming up. Am I correct in the assumption? I am. We have to battle our rival. He's going to teach me the secret technique. He looked pretty done when I saw him. Before you meet him, how about I take a look at seeing how well you've been raising your Pokemon? Fair enough, rival. So, of course, we have a rival battle here. We just have to beat the rival. That's about it. Nothing fancy. Now, he's going to start out with Pidgeotto, which is an interesting choice. But Pidgeotto, I mean, he's a good Pokemon, but he's not great. We could take him out. Especially because we got Ratman out there, and Ratman's got the skills to do so. So that was a good attack there. I think if we corner him, like hit him again here, we should be in pretty good shape. If we could catch some RNG luck, which we couldn't, I was going to say we could beat him, but he's probably going to heal here. So I think we're good to just stay course. Even though our accuracy fell. I mean, if Ratman can hang in there. Yeah, he used his super potion. I kind of saw that coming. But I think I'm going to go for quick attack. And then we'll keep course with 2 Thunder Shocks. As long as he doesn't continuously hit our accuracy, I don't see this being a problem. Oh man, he's going Sand Attack again. So that's double lowered accuracy. That sucks. Honestly. I mean, Ratman could hit here, but it's probably pretty low. Oh, he does. Okay. Good job, Ratman. Really pulling through. That's kind of what I like to see. Oh, and he got a 3rd one because he had some health there. There's no way he's going to hit again. I mean, that's 3 accuracy lowering moves all back to back. Oh my god, he does. Good job, Ratman. That's what I like to see heading into a gym. That instills hope. I feel a lot more confident with Ratman. Taiga's leveling up. Very nice. He's going to send out Oddish. Will I switch my Pokemon? Yes, of course I will. I want Taiga to get some experience because we're probably going to end up getting rid of Birdman at some point in time. He's a good backup for right now, but outside of that, I want Taiga to get all the experience in the world he can against all these Grass-type Pokemon. Because I think he's going to need some work to get him in tip-top shape. Let's see what a move like Ember does against a Pokemon that's weak to it. Oh man, that is not good. That is not good at all. Taiga needs to learn some aggressive Fire-type moves. That's what this battle is showing me. I mean, that's what this whole episode is showing me. That he's like... I don't want to say he's not good, but... almost incompetent at this point in time. He doesn't have the moves to back how strong he actually is as a Pokemon, which is kind of alarming. But I think 2 more Embers should do this. He's probably going to hit with Acid again, which is honestly fine. It's not doing a ton of damage. And his last Pokemon we know is going to be Pikachu, which we could dig upon and win. I'm not concerned. His team is far less threatening here than it is in future games. I'm not afraid of this guy. Yeah, he's going to send out Pikachu. Will I switch? I think I should, honestly. I think Foreskin is the right move here. He needs the EXP, and this is going to be a ton because that's his ace Pokemon. As long as his Pikachu doesn't knock out Foreskin right away, I think we should be good. I don't know, though, because I forget if, like, his Pikachu gets to buff stats, like my Eevee gets. It's possible. Yeah, Quick Attack's not going to one-hit me, but if it has the opportunity to Quick Attack again, it will, and it will one-hit me for sure. Let's use Dig. Is he dead? No, he's not dead. I think Foreskin should tank it here. Yep. And Foreskin earned that loss. He's just too low level right now. Like a lot of our team is, and that's going to be the problem. Let's use our own Ratman, and we'll use Dig on him, because he is probably going to carry us in the Electric-type gym, in all honesty, now that I'm looking through all this. He's probably the better choice. And he's going to be resistant to all their Electric-type attacks, so... Not resistant, but neutral to them. He's not going to take any significant damage from them. So I think he's probably going to be our ticket there. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are approaching the end of the episode. It seemed to it took a while to get here, but we steamrolled through it once we actually made our way through it. If you like this video, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. All that good stuff is free on your end and greatly motivates myself to make videos just like this in the future. I have adjusted the audio a little bit on these episodes in hopefully making it a lot easier for you guys to actually hear the gameplay along with my voice, because I know that was brought up in a previous episode. I believe that was in the Super Mario 64 series. But with that being said, we are playing this game on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and Super Mario 64 on Monday and Friday. Next Tuesday, I would imagine we are going to get our 3rd gym badge and maybe some training there. And then God knows what comes after that for Thursday's episode. And then, yeah, like I said, Friday this week, I forget which world we'll be playing, but we will be playing through another one of the fantastic painting worlds inside of Super Mario 64. I've been having a ton of fun with both Let's Plays. We just learned the secret tactic there, and Eevee's actually going to learn it, not us, so that's pretty interesting. But I've been having fun with both Let's Plays, like a lot of fun. Super Mario 64 is definitely a lot more challenging than this one, but I hope you all enjoy that. Like I said, if that's something you would enjoy, hey, feel free to tune in tomorrow, and you'll get to see an episode of that. If not, we'll see you back here on Tuesday. I hope you all have a snazzy rest of your week, and everything has been going swell up until this point. And we'll see you all here on the next one. I guess you can enjoy this minute and change of this episode without my voiceover. Yeah, we're just watching the SSN go away. That's pretty much the end of it. But until next time, guys, everybody out there, take it easy. Hope you enjoyed this episode once again, and we'll see you on the next one.